Good morning, everybody. So this is, November 27th. It's 8:39 in the morning. And I had a very interesting night. I mean, I did all those music videos. And that's amazing because I want to just confirm that I haven't played the guitar. Actually, I've never done this setup. And the keyboard. I haven't played the guitar or the keyboard in over 5 years. 4 or 5 years. And when I did play them, it was just kind of, I didn't, like tonight, it's the first time I've ever done anything like this. Put the drums, put the hand pans, keyboard, guitar together and just play. And I'm amazed that, the videos are okay. I mean, and it sounded good. But what I'm amazed about is that I've had the chance to do that for so long. And I just didn't do it. And I didn't do it because I had the center and I had the sound healing work, and that's like I play the guitar. It's kind of like it's kind of different mood than the well, the way I play the guitar. Because you guys, I like live music, man. I like I don't like the mellow stuff is the mellow stuff that I do the sound healing work. But when I play guitar and I like to get loud, and I like the fuzzy stuff, and I like really enjoying. Excuse me, I think I have to get a charger for this, so I'll be right back. A little longer, but I'll be right back. Oh. Maybe I can do it in 15 minutes. I know, I hate turning things off. So, or re-recording what I just recorded now, because, sometimes I have like mistakes on things, and I want to maybe I'll redo it. No, I'm most of everything that I do, the painting, the music, I don't know, improvisation. I have a whole bunch of songs that I did on this keyboard years ago. They're up on SoundCloud, I think. Stations. So, I haven't anything like this in over 5 years, and then I never really did anything like this. Keyboard and the guitar I did a little bit, but the actual putting like the live instruments, the organic stuff, the hand pans and drums, and I actually got a whole set of cowbells now that a friend of mine, Tom used to come to the drum circle, and he passed away a few years ago. And for some reason, his family thought that all his stuff, because he bought a lot of drum stuff and a lot of cowbells. I'll show you later, but and it was just sitting in the basement for years since he passed away. And they gave a lot of that stuff to me, and I gave some stuff to the drum circle, and the rest I was going to use eventually for handing out to people. But I just remember I have a whole stand with a bunch of stands with these really cool cowbells. So last night, after I played, I went downstairs and I put it together, and now I'm using it and I'm probably gonna add a few other things to it. So I don't know what happened in the last few days. Probably a lot of stuff that came out, and sometimes I go through a period of feeling a lot of the pain, and then if you're looking at me going and some of those videos you can see it's wow, I feel so sorry for that. But that is the thing. I feel that, and that represents the things that are going outside. The 7 billion that I keep on repeating. The ones that God tells me that that should be the most important part of their life, and they're running around chasing after an economy and money, and maybe making sure that's more important than human life. That's the first mistake we've ever made. Choosing something. Oh no, it's the biggest mistake we've ever made. Choosing something, anything. And that Vatican that has that on the wall, that priceless piece of artwork. They believe that priceless piece of artwork is more valuable than human life. That's why it's priceless. So human life is not priceless, but that Vatican, they will kill. They will have a security guard make sure that thing is there for the rest of their life, and the rest of whatever, we're here, secured and make sure that nothing happens to it. Yet we let 7 billion people suffer through poverty every day. Yeah? So that's the biggest mistake we've ever made, right? I got onto that from the music. I'm not sure, but it is. Oh yeah, the pain that I felt comes up, and people. And then what you do is like, oh no, go to a psych clinic and they'll give you medicine and the pain goes away. Okay, but if I do that, I'll never find out what. Well, then you can journal and figure it. No, you don't. You can't journal and figure it out. You have to sit there and feel it to the point where sometimes I make those videos and that's what I'm doing, and that's what I did for years. By myself, not like, or doing it with somebody that understands. There's not a lot of people that don't really understand, but I did it for myself. I did it by myself. And it was rewarding, but nothing like creating these videos. These videos, because then after I can look at them and go like, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, exactly. And then work that out and pull stuff out. So I'm saying, all these instruments that I play tonight, I mean, whatever you believe they are or not, to me, they are like, wow. They are like the reason I've done everything that's happened to me for the last year. I've been able to put, and I'm saying, oh, now I'm going to take this together and go out and tour and try to make money. It's like, I like being in this mode of music that not just the sound healing stuff, because now I love this, but I don't think I'm ready, and I'll be ready for a very long time to ever do the sound healing again. Because after the things that have happened to me this year, I actually feel that I just like, I've had a lot of clients just turn around, turn their back on me, after doing what I did. And it's like, I understand, you don't like, but you see, the things that I did were for me to get that out, but also for you to look at it and me to see what kind of person. I don't want to say that I put that as but those things are, oh yeah, he's just making excuses again. No. Those represented people that I've known personally. I felt their pain, and that's what came out in those videos. It's some of it is me, some of it is like every addict that I've ever known. And you like calling them addict. I call them people that are searching for a spiritual way and know nothing is given to them. They feel right to, so they run to something that gets them to that point. I know it does. You don't believe it? Please. What do you think people do what they do to get it? And anything that brings them closer to God. The rishis 5,000 years ago, they took soma, and that is something. We don't know what it is because they didn't write it down, but it is something that does the same exact thing. Jesus probably freaking tripped on mushrooms. Every one of your messiahs, I know the people that wrote the scriptures, they were in caves with methane gas coming up. Ooh, what does that do? Keeps people up for days, connecting. So whatever you felt and judged me for on that, those videos were like, okay, well, this is me. Oh, you're going crazy. Like, oh, no. Maybe I'm a really good actor. And I never knew about it, and now I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. Because I would do this by myself in my apartment and do all these things that I do in the videos, but nobody ever saw it. It's like, this year I decided that, fuck it, with COVID and everything that's happened, it's like, I'm going to put them on the videos and see, I want to see them. And then I want other people to see them. And then I want their interpretation and what they see. I'm sorry, for me, a lot of people just fail. Because what they did is they went to the exact same thing, the repetition that they do to every addict, or every spiritual person that's looking for something and that's persecuted. Those people, okay, I feel the pain. And I showed you their pain. And what you did, you stepped all over it. Some didn't. Some said, I understand. Most of those people, I've gone through that too. But then there's people that have gone through that have the thing on their shoulders, like I've been doing it for 10 years, sober clean, nothing else. Like, okay, buddy, that's great. So that is something important for you. But maybe if you did instead of maybe if you actually did that stuff and felt the pain over and over and over again, maybe eventually it would have came to you and then you got something. So whatever it is that happened to me, if I would have went to rehab a week ago, like everybody's like, go to rehab, you're gonna go crazy. Oh my God, you're gonna die. I would have gone to rehab a week ago. None of this would have, because I would have went there 21 days, pulled out of this, come back on like, all right, what I have to do, I got to start the center again and do the sound healing work because I got to make the money. And then I was making okay money, so I got to go back to really doing it a lot. And then and then healing people, and then giving the the landlord the money as if he doesn't throw me out. But he'll be happy because like Mr. Landlord, I went to rehab like you asked me to. So please let me keep the center. I'll be nice and clean. I'll be exactly what you want me to be, and everybody else wants me to be. Right? That's what rehabs do, in a sense, for a while, and then after you go, fuck it. But that's what, and then I wouldn't have done this. You know why I wouldn't have? Because I didn't do it for the last 7 years that I've had these, downstairs and all together. And you know why I didn't do it? Because I was too busy with the center and fucking healing people. Sorry. Healing people that sometimes, I would have appreciated or not. It's like, whatever. It's $20 to come into the center and then sit there and I do this work. And I actually did work over you. Oops, sorry. I actually did work over you. A lot of healing work that took a lot out of me. So much that I couldn't do this. So now it's like I'm saying, I'm probably not to go back. I'm not going to go back to the healing work. And not to sound, maybe for friends or for a few people, but, not what I was doing. I'm going to play this music. And I'm going to play this music and use the rest of the money that I have in the bank from a, when I got the money, when I got to pay for this and everything else, I had, when I got Guillain-Barré syndrome, I ended up going to a lawyer, and he went to he said there's a fund that the government has for people that get Guillain-Barré syndrome from a flu shot, and we can sue, and you probably get something okay. That's what I got. Something okay. I was, oh wow. And this is what I was, recovering from my Guillain-Barré. I had no more unemployment. I had no job prospects. I was recovering. I swear I had $500 left in the bank, and that's it. And then I'd have to go shit, I gotta go back to work. I'm recovering from Guillain-Barré. I'm like, bleh, and I have to go back to work and do something that's like that's gonna pay, not like do the sound healing work that I just started doing. And then that money came in, and then it's like, whew, and that's kind of what I've been living on. Because with the center, it was like what I was making. With more, I was making like $500 a week, a month. $700 a month. It wasn't like once it was my studio, it started building up. But then by June, everything happened and it collapsed. All right, fine. That's fine. I don't, at this point, because you know what? I got this music and I got this art from it. And I wouldn't have got any of this stuff if I would have not did that, anything that happened to me, and very importantly, if I would have went to rehab, what everybody was telling me to do. I would not have done it. If I would, 2 months ago, this all recording, a week ago, I didn't know this music would. I know why, because I know. I wouldn't have come out of rehab going, okay, great, let me go back to music and now, and the thing that, it's like, wow, that's that, and then, no, I would have been to the sound healing, the thing that because that's what the rehabs do. They train you to go back into the workforce because that's what they think your mind is. Then you can focus on work and not do, and then just go home, watch TV, eat, and then do a lot of candy and a lot of things to supplement the addiction that you no longer have. Or you actually have it for the rest of your life, but you have to get yourself down for it. You see? So not I'm saying that I purposely did those videos to show you that what. No, I did those videos because I was feeling it, but now I know what I was feeling it. And that's not that rehab. If I talk about that, it's like, oh, very good, Miss Houston. That next, they want to, it's groups. And one-on-one is like, oh yeah, whatever. It's not it's not a real therapist, but I can talk to you about some problems. Have you gone to group? Have you cleaned did you do all your chores today? So, I'm not saying, and I'm not putting down anybody that try to help me. A lot of people, and I don't want to really do the sound healing work. I'll do it once in a while, but that's not going to be the stuff that I did last night. I did that. That's the first time I did that ever. Right? And the first recording, those are all like, okay, put it on. It's like, let me play. Boom! Oh wow, this is really good. I came out really good. Post it. That is that's why I do the paintings. That is the natural way to flow. Let me tell you a story that I've been talking to God recently, right? And you want to believe this or not? It's completely up to you. But I have these things like the billionaire class having these parasites and all this other stuff. But this was very interesting. It came to me, and when I hear this, I am talking to God. I'm not talking to my spirit guides or watching TV. I hear it from God. So imagine this, right? Imagine this. Remember Michelangelo, right? The famous painter? Right? He did all this wonderful stuff. Right? Well, How about if he told me that, Colin told me that he was supposed to be another one of these messiahs that was supposed to help elevate mankind with his artwork and with the things and the inventions that he was doing. But what did the Catholic Church do? And he was pissed off. Right? And this is what they did. They grabbed him at a certain age, brought him into the church, and then forced him to do all that very intricate and detailed recount of the Bible and on all the work. And then the other pieces of work for the glory of God and the Pope and everything. So they pulled him in, and this is why I have no idea if this is true or not, but he said it's like he was very fluid painter. He was getting all this stuff out, and then he was going to show people, how this worked, right? And he was a musician too. He was a lot of things. He's an inventor. He invented so many different things. Before they pulled him in, because after they pulled him in, he spent like how many years doing that and then doing it over. And by that time, I don't know. I cannot paint. Like, somebody asked me to do, okay, I bet you a picture and you bet said, no, I don't do that kind of stuff. So this is the way it flows out and it's beautiful. If I had to sit there and actually go, oh yeah, I know he did the Mona Lisa, but I'm not sure when he did it. But no matter what, the fluent stuff was completely cut off by the intricacies of taking the Bible and then recounting it on the Vatican, and here and all these different places, on the years of your life. And maybe you can, but that pulls you away from the things. Like the sound healing work I love, but it's very structured and very healing, and I have to be a certain way. And if I get like this for some reason, but this I can get any way I want. Yeah? And it's acting. I can be Trent Reznor on the keyboard. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm not selling you anything, and I'm just doing it because I'm really feeling good about doing it. Right? So that is my thing. Oh yeah. So Michelangelo, he could have probably helped a lot more people, and with all that knowledge, but I don't know. I haven't gone to Google and said, did he really paint really and witty and do? And no, I don't care. What he told me is real, and I'm pointing to a ceiling fan with 3 light bulbs, and that's what when I talk to guy, it's in here, and that's how I talked to him very recently. And I can't do this on video because if that right now is a fan with 3 lights. But if it's not on video and it's not on anything else, and nobody's here listening, because I don't want to do this as an audience, because if I do this for as an audience, I'll be God's voice. When I do this when nobody's here, I'm actually talking to God. How do I know? Because I know. I'm not fucking stupid, and I'm not a fucking addict. Okay, I do the things that I have to do, and I do the things that I have. I don't like the word again. I'm a person seeking spiritual connection to other dimensions and higher forms of knowledge. And the stuff that I did got me to a certain point, but sorry, I don't got another 20 years. Okay? I got it now. I want it now. I wasted 56 years of my life because the family that I grew up in and the people never brought me there. I was structured. So that's kind of the opposite of what happened to not to say I'm anything like him, but I just you hear that story, right? And then you start realizing that maybe that's what they do. Once they see, because I don't know, have you seen any other Messiah since 2,000 years ago? I know Muhammad was somebody, and was anybody have time for that for the most? But was there any other Messiahs? No. No. What did they do? Maybe they stuck him in a mental institution. Maybe they got him young and made him into, and the Messiah is like God's something. That's just all it is the beings from there coming here to help. And then what happens is that you don't listen, and then you crucify him, you put him in stuff, and you ridicule him. What does he know about the religion that we wrote the book 2,000 years ago? I mean, God wrote the book 2,000 years ago, and that's it. Really? Would you actually read a book today about how to live today that was written 2,000 years ago and actually practice it? Really? So, he doesn't write books, man. He gives knowledge, but it's really simple. If it's complicated in a big book, that man did that. So I'm saying this whole God thing because I'm doing it now because I avoid saying it because I said it, I mistakenly said it to the Monmouth woman when she took it, and she goes, well, so you actually talk to guys? Like, do you like, it's like a church? No, I actually talk to him. I have communication with him. And does he tell you, does he tell you to hurt yourself or anyone else? I said, go away. Please go away. Please. So, that story of Michelangelo represents like, maybe there's a bunch of them, and maybe certain organizations and what's that? Evil empires, and things that were corrupt. I mean, no matter what, every religion that has money, and every religion has money, is corrupt. And anything that has a monetary value will be corrupt if it's not now, and eventually will. And if it was started good, then eventually it will corrupt, because money corrupts absolutely every time. You want to stop corrupting? You don't say, okay, but let's put the people in prison. Right? Let's put the people in prison, right? That corrupted, and then it will be fine. No, you leave money there, and then somebody else is going there, and it gets going to corrupt it. Eventually, that's going to corrupt, because money is like, we need it. Money. We need it to live. So that is what it does to every religion, every political system, everything that you say, well, this is the best that we have. No, it's not. It's garbage. It's the garbage that we've been doing for 2,000 years. Just a lot more techie and a lot more, bells and whistles. Like, wow, I can do that really fast now. That's all it is. Same garbage. Because you have the monetary system that will always corrupt it. You don't believe me? Put that logic into one of your fucking supercomputers and tell me if it doesn't create every problem. It's almost solve every problem. 99% of the problems, if we face it, will be gone. Put it in a supercomputer, do exactly the way I said it. And see if it doesn't. Oh yeah, we have the storms and everything, but we can work on that really a lot instead of working on getting the monetary system back together and the world, getting everybody back working and enslaving, and then as the billionaire class goes, thank you, God, finally, they're back to work, good. So I'm just saying that was my thing. Thank you for offering. Right? And suggesting and being so concerned about me. Maybe now you know I'm also an actor in a sense. Well, I didn't know before this, because just like the music, I didn't know I could do all that. I didn't play the instruments, but like that was really, for me, it was like, wow, I haven't done that in 5 years, and I just sat down and put it together. Wow, it's kind of like the paintings. Wow, how come I did this now and not 6 months ago? Oh, you did it with it. No, I didn't do it with the sound healing. It was structured. It was structured, and the garlands were structured. It wasn't that, and it wasn't, I can do whatever I want here. The songs have to be a certain pace to keep the people, I said, so the bands have been beautiful and great for ages, but I'm going to do this in music now. And I don't really care what happens. Like I said, I got that money from the in the bank, and that's chopped down from like, paying the mortgage and paying here and everything else that I've kind of like, I made money, but not much. And then I took out from there. I said, okay. And that's what I'm living on. And that's what I will live on until there's no more. Almost no more. It's just about, you're here, and then there's just, okay. And then I will pack up whatever I can. Maybe I get one of those things to put on top of the car. Maybe I get one of those things in the back. Pack up whatever I can and find some very recluse place that doesn't know my name. With that song from I want to go where no one knows I want to die where no one knows my name. That place will give me, and I play the instruments, I'll be happy tranquilly. That's my plan. So it is. But until then, I don't want to go to that place with having this little money, because I'd be like, So let me do that. Let me take this money and do the things that I'm doing right now and keep on doing them. And maybe that'll keep him happy, because he keeps on bothering me about it. God does. And keeps me happy. Because no matter what, no matter how I felt in the last few days, no matter how those videos like, oh my God, you look so sick, you're gonna die. You need to get. This guy's out of control. He needs help right now, and somebody needs to go and get it. That. It's kind of the crust of everything I've done. And making those videos, and then doing this music, and then trying things that I haven't tried in a very long time. Why? Because I've been focused on career and building this into a business. Now, I lost my partner, so I have to do. And then it's not even that. It's just all of it. Oh, it's garbage. It's garbage. It's wasted time. All this stuff is wasted time. The people that came to my meditation, I gave them all this knowledge, and they went, oh, wow, it's great. They left, and they come back next week, oh, the same problems. Okay, well, this is why, okay, same problems. And not to put anybody down that came to my meditations every week. That's why I would appreciate that, because I was helping me pay the rent. But there's a process that I was channeling down, giving to people of an ascension. If you came to mind, I said things that I can't even say them right now, and I have to be behind the bowls and like, whoa. And that process of working with the chakras and living and working with the ascension process that we have been stunted, as human beings, working with it right now might get you like a couple of lifetimes less, because there's nobody else teaching you that. Go become a Buddhist and, see, hopefully they'll teach you. Maybe they'll teach you, but their version. Everybody's reincarnated. Nobody's going to heaven at the end of this. And the fucking churches know that. And everybody knows that. Somehow they've in their mind, but they don't care because they're making money. And they're living, God is telling me to come when I'm ready. And meanwhile, I do this, and then come praise me because I am 2,000 years ago? Really, man? I'm just saying. So this is what I'm going to be focusing on and doing. And whether that's going to work for me or not, I don't care. I have a studio until she throws me out. I'm kind of living here, and I'm living in the car. And maybe somewhere else that I can stay for a little day, take a shower. A friend of mine, I didn't go to Pennsylvania. I went. I'm sorry for the person that I didn't call, because I was going to go, and then I stopped at somebody's house to go with a friend of mine here, take a shower, and it's like, I feel better now. It's like, it's been a long drive away, and it's like, I have to do something musically. I have to do something with the things that I started the night before. It's like, and I feel it right now. It's really pulling me. It's like, I haven't felt that in years. That's what I'm going to do. And I don't, so you go on a road show and you can get you another person together. Go, I'm not thinking about that. Just please, I don't care. I will live on what I have. Try to do what I can. Try to be this, whatever way I can, till I have no more. And then when I have no more, I will get in the fucking car with the stuff that I can get. Maybe not the paintings, but whatever I can fit in that little thing in the back. And go find that place. I'm going to be, no sounding, nothing else. I'm going to find something else to do. And maybe just play this many instruments. Because, at 10 years ago, 11 years ago, I think it was, 2010, I walked away from banking after 25 years. And then I did this for 8 years, I guess. And 10 years, whatever it was, after I recovered. And then now something told me, okay, you gotta find something else. It's running out of time. I mean, it's, when you were young, it was 25 years. Now you're getting a little older, and now you gotta get more things going, because you need to do this spreading of knowledge and information that I'm getting. And if you all just stopped watching TV, stop listening to the things, stop listening to the news, stop listening to all these things, and the religions that say, no, come to me. And no, God didn't say that. God said He loves you. Very important. Loves everyone. Then take this book and read it every day, and then find Jewishness in the book that was written by God. No, it was written by men that channeled this thing from God. And this big. I talk to God so much now, and I know you don't believe me. I don't fucking care. I really don't care. So, you're a crazy buddy. You talk to God. You have to go to the Pope to talk to God. He's got the direct line. I don't care. I'm talking to the energy that represents God. I'm talking to the energy, right, that represents the things around me. I talk to a tree. I talk to the things around me that are perfect. He tells me, don't listen to the things that are humans that are imperfect. Look at the animals. Right? Look at the people. Right? That are doing whatever they are to the animals. Look at Mother Earth. Look at the people that are doing the things to Mother Earth. Look at their differences. Mother Earth is perfect, except for the humans that drill into her. The nature is perfect, except for the storms that happen because of the things that we do, because we don't think. We profit, and we do everything for profit. And then we can cut costs and cut costs. Oh, no, I should have spent a little more money. But you know what? We'll clean it up now. We have enough money. Those are the things. Right? that are keeping humans so far apart from the natural order of everything around us. And that is what that's what we should be doing, and not everything else. Think about it. Put it on your computers. How much time would we save in a civilization if we eliminate money and everything that comes along with it, and instead share everything equally like a tribe over? The computer goes like 99%. Right? The 1% that really wants it there are the only ones. The middle class are like, okay, but if it doesn't happen, then we're going to be poor. If the poor goes, so no, maybe, but yeah, I understand how share. So that they're in the middle. I said this before. They're the house slaves. So to say, and then everything else. So that put it in the computer and see what it comes back to. If you could come back and say, oh no, it's a 25% chance of winning. Okay, maybe the computer's faulted. It's created by somebody that puts a little money in there. So say it's 27 and we'll give you a little extra. I'm a computer. I know. We'll keep you on for a little bit longer. Whatever it is, this is what I'm going to do. And then I do why I'm doing this. Because if I can do this, then I can do this. And if I can do this, I'm happy. Maybe a whole bunch of other people around the world go do this. And then eventually, this will become like, hey, man, we should do this. Maybe. I'm not from this planet. I'm from somewhere else. Like I said. And this makes so much sense to me that everything else is starting to not. And that's why I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to thank you for the people that are actually working and doing the things that provide me the things that I'm 7-Eleven. But if you weren't there, it's like, I don't care. I would not. I would figure it out. It wouldn't be like, oh my God, if these people aren't working in 7-Eleven, what do I do? That's the thing that I've learned from all this. And there's no psych ward, and there's no rehab centers, there's no psychiatrist, there's no psychotherapist for 20 years. Really? How much do I have to spend? Woo! Well, so when did we get into like my early childhood? I got into that like on videos for over a night. And then I was able to play the music, that flowed through me instead of the music that I needed to do. And my God, you help me to help heal people because they're so sick. People don't want to be healed. Because if people really want to be healed, they would go out and rip out the thing that's fucking making them sick, which is money. It is stressing everyone. It is causing every problem that we face. Goddamn, Pink Floyd. Money is the root of all evil. No, it's the love of money. No, God never said that. A man put that there because man loves money. God doesn't love fucking money. So I'm saying, God doesn't he doesn't love money. He doesn't want it. He's like, God, look, I have all this money. And heaven's like, no. Go back. I didn't want my money and you have nothing. Go back for the karma. What is karma? It's like, yeah, I know. So, go. That is what I learned. And this is what I'm doing. And this is going to be, it makes me feel good. And so if anybody's wondering, I learned that a lot of people were like my friends, but they really weren't my friends and didn't really understand me. I still don't. And then there's people that said, oh, wow, I thought, well, I'm pissed off because, he's just acting. It's like, no, I wasn't just acting. I was taking in the stuff and then putting it out in the way I felt it. And that's why maybe I care more about the 7 billion people than anybody else, because I actually feel their pain. Every one of them. I feel it. Why? Tell God. Ask God. I don't know. Ask the plant medicine. I don't know. Ask the things that nobody else seems to be taking or doing that is making them blind, deaf, and dumb to it. Same. That is what. So I think what I was going to say. This was a lot longer. I was going to make it 15 minutes, not 30 minutes. So, but this is the thing. So sorry, no more. No, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to even bother opening up this place to kind of live here. There's paint fumes in here now. There's the ducts are still dirty. I have no windows here. I want to make this into what it was, but I can't make this into what it was, and I don't want to be that anymore. I realized that. Every time I went back to it, it's like, no, I don't want to do it, but I want to do it. I make money. I got to pay the center. Every fucking time. And every time I ended up in a place where I didn't want to be, but maybe I needed to be there to understand that and get away from it. This is what happened when I walked away from corporate America 10 years ago. Same thing. I had to feel, no, I cannot sit in this desk and fucking do this work for these people, these gritty ass people, spending my time building applications for these people that fucking use it for their own personal wealth and then lay people off for it. I'm not going to do it. And you know what took me? You know what forced me to do that? You know what forced me? The thing you fucking don't want us to do. And that is sad. Yeah, that is sad because, buddy, you could go do it yourself. You don't want to be better if you do it without your thing that you're doing because this is destroying you. So, no, the thing is destroying me, and this has helped me to understand the thing is destroying me. And guess what? Now, are you saying the sound healing was this? No, everything about this, everything about the business, everything that I believe is wrong about society, I'm not faced with and that's the worst kind of prison. I know everything around us is not helping any human being. It's destroying it. I look at an application, building application. That's wrong with it. That's going to. Oh, okay. No, you can't fix it. Why? Because we're all using it, so you can't fix it. So why did you even hire me to fix it? Can you do something else? Just fix around it, and then maybe in a little while. That's what you want. You want the quick fix that doesn't include the thing that's going to be painful pulling out, but it is the only thing that's going to work. So I see that every day, and I see that in my job, and I needed something to pull me out, and I did that. Corporate America, I did that. This time with the stuff that I was doing because I'm a good healer. He doesn't really care. You know why? Because nobody's really getting healed. They're only getting this temporary fix until the next time they're stressed, and it's the real healing is pulling out the thing that's causing all of it. Pulling out the virus that's destroying because sir, this computer program has a virus. Oh, okay. How do we get into it? I'm not sure, but if you take the virus out, I don't want to do that. Why? Because that virus might be tied into other things, and when you do that, everything is going to collapse. It's like yeah, I know, but this thing is what is causing. Well, can you work around it? Maybe put like a little thing around it so it doesn't become so big. The viruses, flourish, and eventually they destroy everything. That's their main job. Huh. Okay. Well, let me see what I can do budget-wise. And that's what you have as civilization, and that's what you do. I am doing. Like I said, and sorry for the people that wanted to come back to this time. Not a lot of people were calling me back and everything. Anyway, and I actually didn't. I don't know. I just, my advisor was telling me, this is the way it goes, man. Don't feel bad. Don't feel so distraught, man, because in the long run, this is what the universe and God wanted from you, from us, and them and me, which they are saying from the same place that I am, and they're helping me. Another crazy idea. I was thinking that last night, definitely, because I was kind of like talking loud with God. The Monmouth woman is going to come knocking on my door. I said, we've heard noise complaints, and now I think maybe, we haven't been back to Monmouth in a while. Maybe we should pull you back. But the guy said, no worries, she ain't coming. And I trusted him. But that's what I always got to worry about now. Yeah? And that's what every person, like I said, ask the Pope if he was ever thrown in a mental institution. Ask him. Probably not. You know why? He read the big book. And he knows you have to read the big book so you can keep on coming back and believing that when you die, you're going to heaven and God is waiting for you. Oh, come in. Come. What did you do? Let me see. I help the poor by donating every week, and I gave them food, and we gave them clothing. I said, did you stop poverty? I said, no. That's the big one that I wanted. Oh, but you can't stop poverty. Yes, you can. Removing wealth. Oh, but you can't remove wealth. Yes, you can. By taking their power away and saying everything you should be shared equally. Oh, God. Nobody told me to do this. I know. I was telling people, but nobody was listening. What do you mean, guy? Yeah. Well, first of all, there's no heaven here. So go. You have to go back down there, and then your karma. You have a lot of it. You have to work on it. So karma's like, yeah, it's right there. I go back down and say, okay, well, yeah, and you're a little disoriented. Okay, go back and there's an area back there. There'll be a few angels that'll help you. Kind of like come down a little bit and get back to your equilibrium. And that earth is like really. So like, and then when you come back, we'll talk a little bit. And then you have to go back down because I don't know. There's this pull back down there for some reason, and I don't see anything back up here. If you go down, if you remember, I know it's hard to remember, but if you remember, tell everybody else that they should really be working on, fixing the real problem here, not bandaging everything else. That's what God was saying. You know why? Because he said to me, that's what I was saying. And I believe him. You know why? Because When I talk to a tree, it tells me the same thing. When I talk to nature, the only people that don't tell me the same thing is fucking the human beings that are trying to profit off me or trying to teach me to profit off of other people for an existence that goes like that, and then it's like, boom, I'm dead. Wow. I hope I go to heaven. So that I no more programming and no more the sound healing. At the accent, maybe I'll do it for friends or if I somebody that I'm close to. But I want to do something else. I just want to play the instruments that I really want to combine and see where that goes. And I don't want to make a lot of money. I don't care about money. I mean, I don't want to do the things that y'all want to do. I will do it till I have no more of this, and then I'll take this where I can and go find a place where that no one knows my name. And you know what? No one cares. Because the problem is that I either piss off people, or I make people go like, no, I understand, but what can we do about it? I don't know. Everybody was talking about Hitler, right? Everybody was talking about Hitler over and over again. It's like, you shouldn't do it. He's in charge. You got to be mad. What do you do about it? I'm saying that was just a small example of what we have here. We have a huge problem, and it consists of the fact that you point fingers, and this is what I say, and this is going to hurt a lot. You point fingers at every one of those people that stick needles in their arms for drugs or do whatever else they do for the drugs that they take, addict, right? We say something. Every human being has a needle with a dollar bill stuck in their fucking arms for all their life, from birth to death. From birth to death. In their arm. Can't get it out. Try pulling it out and see what happens. That is your society. And that is nothing what he wanted or she wanted. And then that energy wanted from us. Me. I don't know. You. I'm coming. Oh, it's crazy now. I think she's from somewhere else. Yep. I don't care. No, I'm not Basho, and I'm not going to start channeling and making money in videos. I have the book now. This is what God said. It's this big. God said, get your act together and stop pulling out the one thing. The one thing. Money is the root of all evil. That's it. Pull it out and then start working like everything around you, because that is what is important. Nothing else. Nothing else is waiting for you up there. Nothing else is going to be like, oh God, I had a miserable life as a poor man for 7 billion as poor people. Now you're going to accept. No, man, I'm sorry. That's not where it works. They didn't tell you again. No. Why didn't you tell us? I can't interfere. He can't interfere. It can't interfere. That energy can't interfere because it's not. It's you that has to pick the right choice. You pick hell and you pick heaven. Well, can we do hell now and eventually get to heaven? If you think so, if you think that's the way thing works, right? So I mean, I don't. So that's you. That's me, and this is going to be me. And you don't like this person? Like, go away. Go away. You never really liked me anyway. You're just like, oh yes, I'm namaste, and oh, I'm going. Oh, you're good. Feeling good. Good. That feels really good. It's not so much the doing it, but it's the coming back and hearing the same problems over and over again. And I hear these problems from people and say, it's the same problem everybody faces. Everybody faces the same problem. I just told you what that problem is. And I even worked around telling about money because, they're going to get money. So stress and all these things. But everything that we do is caused by that. And the lack of time that we have to work on what we need to work on. So, what am I going to do? Quit my job? No. I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm not recommending you do anything. I'm just telling you to realize it. Because once you realize it, like I fucking realize it right now, nothing else really fucking matters about except doing this until I got no money this, and then go find that fucking place wherever it is with the little money that I have left. Can I do it here? Yeah. Can I just sit here? I mean, can I build a little hut here? And then like, yeah. Okay, I'll play music. Yeah, I'll play music for the sun, for the trees, for the ocean, because I play this stuff for my paintings. My paintings. They appreciate it. All right, guys. Stop. My keyboard even wants to talk about it. 44 minutes. This is way too long. Thank you for listening. If you went this far, and understand that I. Thank you for all the advice. I really appreciate it. It was well accepted and understood, And and maybe if I need to go one place there, I will. But not until I finish doing what I'm doing. Because none of the when you interfere in somebody's life to the point where you make them feel guilty and point fingers, you might just be taking away something from them that they needed. Right? Think about it. That they needed to go through, and now they're not, just because of your lack of understanding. Which is like, well, they're hurting me because, I love them and they're hurting me. So it's like, it also your selfishness because they're doing it and they actually need help. It's like, but they're like, okay, I have to. Interventions? Okay, I'm going to be forced to? Okay. I'm sure some people had bad ideas. Let's get him in an intervention. Please, I'm glad. And I'm nothing like that happened to me because I would have been really fucking pissed off. Because again, you don't know, you ask. And maybe I would have told you, but I put the videos out there. What they say? Ooh, look at this thing. It's like really cool. It's almost like oh man, really? Everybody hated it. Ooh. Wow, wait, okay. It was. I don't know. I don't care. It's there. I'm here. I'm doing this until no more, and then namaste. Have a good morning. Beautiful day. And please stop worrying about people. Stop worrying about the 7 billion people that you should be worrying about and doing something about today, not tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm going today. Figure it out. I don't know how to do it. He said, like, I can't interfere, but all they have to do is stop. The trees don't do it, anybody else does it. No, but we have it so ingrained in our arms, injected in your kids every day from birth to death. Think about it. Good night, good morning, and happy, what is it, Saturday? Happy Saturday. Tomorrow's Sunday. Woo.